What up, young world? It's your boy Nio Tha Gift, Nio Tha Gift. I represent Richmond, California, the Bay Area, West Coast for life. I represent SNF to death. You know what I mean? Succeed, never fail. Entertainment. I'm just coming from the ground up with it, man. And, you know, striving to succeed, man. Traditionally, I do hip-hop and R&B. That's what I'm most known for. But I also have the capabilities of crossing over into different genres of music. I've had some crossover success with Drop City Yacht Club. I've done some things like gotten some licensing things done with VH1, appearing on Basketball Wives, my song appearing on Basketball Wives. Also appearing on Washington Heights, and I've been on MTV Jams. And, you know, had some independent success, some fairly good independent success. Done a ton of shows. Done shows with cats like Snoop Dogg, cats like Kendrick Lamar before he was, you know, who he is today, and done shows with like Collie Buddz, Pusha T. A lot of different artists, man. A plethora of different artists. Worked with a lot of different people. But traditionally, I do hip hop and R&B, and I can write for other people, crossover. So I pretty much try to do it all, aside from philanthropy and doing humanitarian work and giving back to my community and stuff like that. I always try to, you know, keep my voice real nationwide and give it a nationwide sense, a global sense. I've been rapping since I was about age 6, and that's when I first picked up the concept of rapping. Singing is actually my first gift. I started singing before I was rapping, but I became more infatuated with rapping and more in love with rap itself, but I always kept singing. But I started rapping at 6, freestyling, and by the time I was 9, I wrote my first rap. By the time I was 14, I recorded my first rap, one take, and that's how I birthed Nio Tha Gift, or Young Neo back then. You know, everybody called me the Chosen. Then I became Nio Tha Gift. That's where it all started. Richmond, California, 14 years old. In the studio, man, my brother just brought me to the studio one day. I had been rapping for some years, but I was just doing it as a hobby. It was something that came natural to me. I would freestyle with my brother all the time. And one day he just heard one of my rhymes that I had in my book, and he said he wanted me to lay it down. So he took me to the studio around, you know, some of my older cousins and older homies, some of his homies, but they was my big homies back then because they were all like 6 years older than me. But he took me to the studio. There was a bunch of hustlers in the lab. There's a lot of pressure in the studio to do well. So he took me into the studio and, you know, told him to put a beat on for me and for me to spit what I got on my paper. And I did that, and the very first time I did that, I recorded my first song in one take. And the rest was history, man. I started loving music from there, started loving hip-hop from there, and I am who you see today. My style of music is more along the lines of like that legendary hip hop to me. Like I study nothing but legends. I grew up listening to nothing but legends. You know, I have a very eclectic taste in music. I like, you know, only the legends, only the cats that have lasted 10 plus years. I grew up listening to nothing but oldies. I grew up listening to old school hip hop. Cats like KRS-One, and then, you know, later I grasped onto Tupac and, you know, Biggie and Jay and Nas. So I'm a fan of like the golden era of hip hop. So I mean, I feel like if this was the 90s, you know, I would be relevant then, you know what I'm saying? Just like now, I can be relevant now because I just come with that vintage sound, a timeless sound, you know, something that can't be really put into a box. And then I also give you R&B on top of that, and different concepts. I'm very conceptual. I also have that, I'm a pretty good writer, so I also have that gift of that artist storytelling, kind of like your Slick Ricks or your Nas's or, you know, your Pops in a sense. So yeah, man, I mean, I wouldn't define my sound because I don't feel like you can define a certain sound. I make music based off the feeling of it, you know. So, but it's just real, man. When you listen to my music, you're gonna hear about stuff that really goes on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's real life, whether it's positive, negative, whether it's about shining or whether it's about struggling. I can give you a good perspective, offer you my perspective, a real reality-based perspective. And, you know, that's what I want people to get from my music, to listen to it and get something from it, learn something from it, or, you know, to offer them a different perspective that they may have never thought about before. So I think a lot about, you know, my message and what I'm putting into my music. I mean, I just got a universal sound, man. I try to reach out to as many people as I can, no matter what race, color, creed, no matter what demographic, what region you're in. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. I guarantee you that I'll be able to, you know, reach somebody through my music. Good question, man. It was a collection of just, you know, being naturally skilled at it, and, you know, being a young alpha male, man, I'm very competitive. I want to be good at everything that I put my mind to, so that became a part of it. And, you know, I'm a very spiritual person, and I kind of felt like, you know, God kind of led me to this, and I felt like my voice was a lot more stronger in hip-hop and in music. So this is kind of a way for me to express myself and, you know, get my message out to the public and kind of share my insight with the world, and, you know, just stay in tune with the world, you know what I mean? And, you know, music is just fun, man. Music is life. I feel like it's one of the only universal languages that's out there. You know, what would the world be without music? So just to be on the creative side of it, me being an artistic person, I'm artistic in many different ways outside of music, you know, but I mean, this is a way for me to be artistic, you know, it's another way for me to paint a picture and be an artist. So I love music, I love music, and that's why I do it. Nio is actually a part of my first name. My first name, my government name is Antonio, so it's the last 3 initials of my first name. And I've been getting called that since I was a kid. People called me the Gift because, like I said before, they called me the Chosen One because, you know, like, they just felt that I was blessed with something. They saw something in me back then, you know, that I probably didn't see in myself. And as I got older, I started recognizing my capabilities, and you know, people started calling me a gift, you know, and they would call me a gift from God, just from different stuff, just from being a good person, or being a good friend, you know, thinking about, you know, different stuff, trying to help people with my message. So a lot of people would, you know, like I brought cameras I was one of the first ones to bring cameras to Richmond, California during a state of emergency when shit was really, really bad. And, you know, I shedded some extra light on my community, a positive light on my community. So, you know, people looked at me and felt that I was a gift, man. And I just kind of took that and ran with it. You know, it wasn't something that was self-proclaimed. A lot of people would ask or think that I'm perceive me as cocky or arrogant because my name is Nio Tha Gift. They think that I call myself the Gift, and that's not the case. It's a name that I earned. It's a name that people gave me, a collection of different people, whether it was from a hip-hop walk of life, a street walk of life, or, you know, it could have been somebody who lived the straight life, you know what I'm saying, corporate life, you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, you know, people called me a gift for many years, and I just took it and ran with it. So I became, instead of Nio a Gift, I became Nio Tha Gift. So I still kept the A in it because of that, because people called me a Gift. So I don't spell my name T-H-E, because I don't want to feel like I'm self-proclaiming myself as the Gift, but it's T-H-A because people call me a Gift. So. Right now I'm working on the Luxurious Ghetto mixtape. It should be out soon. I've just been, you know, revamping some records, and just enhancing the project, enhancing the sound. Got currently the Hustler Spirit album out right now. It's at Rasputin's. It's on iTunes, Amazon. But Luxurious Ghetto is what I'm concentrating on right now. I just went back to the drawing board, reinvented the sound, man, and just coming with a different type of vibe. You know, it's like a mixture between 90s hip-hop and, you know, like older samples and stuff like that. So I just took a collection of the music the eras that I appreciated the most, and I'm just combining them on this project, and it's just coming out phenomenal. The music is coming out great. You can expect to hear me singing a lot more on this project. You could just expect the production to be top notch, man. The lyrics to be top notch. Everything is going to be a movie, man. So Luxurious Ghetto, the mixtape, will be out. It's going to sound like an album. It's going to be all original production, and I just want to give it to the public for free. Just to apologize to my fans for keeping y'all waiting for so long, but you know, I felt like I was in a room making a bomb or something, you know what I mean? Going back into the studio just trying to come up with a nuclear bomb. So when I drop it on y'all, man, y'all all gonna feel it. Man, you can check out my music. Always go to Google, type in Nio Tha Gift. You'll find a bunch of pages, interviews that you may have never seen or read before, or some, you know, articles on blogs or anything like that. You know, just Google the name, or you can always go to iTunes, Amazon, check me out, purchase some of the projects that I have up there. I give away a ton of music for free, so you can check me out on via Spotify. Type in Nio Tha Gift, Nio Tha Gift. You can also listen to me on Bandcamp. NioThaGiftMusic.bandcamp.com. Check out my Rebel with a Cause mixtape and some other mixtapes on there. And, yeah, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, IG. It's all the same thing at Nio Tha Gift. Follow me, shoot me a follow, and let me know if you've seen the interview, or let me know if you're a fan of my music. I'll holler back, reach back, you know, and build with you from there, you know what I'm saying? But just pay attention, you know, to what I'm doing from here, because life is a chess game, you know what I mean? So just because you don't see me jumping around the board all the time don't mean I'm not making moves. So I want everybody to know that even if you don't see me, I'm still here, I'm still a young king, and I'm still coming. So I want people to pay attention to what I'm doing from here on out, because you will be impressed. You should be impressed, I hope, because I put a lot of work into it. I want y'all to love it. It's for the people. It's not for myself. It's for, you know, the globe, man. So, and I'm doing it for the Bay. I represent the Bay Area, Richmond, California, to the fullest, man. So I never forget where I come from. I started from the bottom, and you know, I'm on my way to my final destination, man. So just stay tuned, man, and ride with me along the way. Buckle your seatbelts, man. We're finna go fast. Yeah, shout out my family, Bay Area Hip Hop, for supporting Nio Tha Gift, man. Get that hustler spirit soon. Check me out on iTunes, Amazon.com. Pick the album up from Rasputin's, Google the name, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Follow BayAreaHipHop.com. I'll let your boy. Yeah.